Guys, what's going on? My name is Akil and today I'm going to be doing another top 10 video. My last top 10 video was actually 4 months ago, and so yeah, 4 months from today, believe it or not. Well, it doesn't have to be from today. If the video comes out tomorrow, then it comes out tomorrow, but I'm recording today, so yeah, today, August 18th, 2018, and so today is going to be my top 10 animated movies of all time. Yes, this is my personal favorites. Bunch of these movies are my personal favorites, and some of these movies are movies that I first discovered and watched in school. So yeah, they just chose good movies for us to watch in school, guys. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get on to this list. I'm not gonna spend too long talking about each movie, guys, because my last one video, my top 10, was like what, over 10 minutes, 20 minutes long. So I'm hoping I don't take too long here. So without further ado, let's get on to it. Alright, so coming in at number 10, or well, at number 10, I don't want to say coming in at number 10. Feels like I'm copying people, guys. But at number 10, we have How to Train Your Dragon 2. That's right, guys. This movie came out in 2014. It's a sequel to How to Train Your Dragon, which came out in 2010. And this movie is just so much better than the first one. I don't know why people don't think it's better than the first one, but for me it is. I'm hoping number 3 next year, which there is, yes, in fact, the number 3 next year in March, I believe, yeah, early March next year. I will be reviewing and I will be obviously seeing that. So yeah, because I'm a fan of this franchise. I think it's one of DreamWorks' most unique franchises out there. It's not underrated by all means because people absolutely love these movies. So yeah, but this one for me, because you know you get some family connections. It's slightly more emotional. When animated movies take an emotional turn in the story, it becomes much more better, much more like mature. And this one's more mature. It's more adult. It's not your typical kids film. It's still PG, of course. It's still a family film. By all means, kids can go enjoy it, but there is a deeper message behind it. I'm sure you've heard people on YouTube talk about this movie dozens of times. In fact, thousands of times. Which was what I was going to say. Not dozens, thousands of times. Yeah. About this movie and how like slightly complex and mature it is. Um, it's not like Inception, or it's not like that type of complex. It's just that there are hidden like meaning and themes behind it all. So yeah, but I really did like this movie a lot, or not like, but actually love it when I first saw it. I haven't seen it for quite some time. I don't think I've seen this movie since 2014. Maybe I have. I can't remember, but it's really really good, guys. Um, one of these days I have to review all these movies from this list and talk about them. So yeah, but I love How to Train Dragon 2. It again connects to me because of the family story, and I like this type of family emotional storylines in animated movies. So yeah. All right, coming in at number 9. All right, I'm not gonna say that again. At number 9, that's better. We have Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron or Cimarron. I don't know how to say that last word, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry, but this movie is fantastic from start to finish. I loved it. The narration by Matt Damon, who actually voices the main horse in this movie. It's about a horse, as you can see by the poster. It's very very interesting. It's very unique. It's not a long movie. It's like 70 something minutes long, so it does go by fairly quickly. I saw this movie like what, a few years ago, and again, just like probably How to Train Dragon 2, this is one of those movies I've seen once and I absolutely love it. Again, I have to review all these movies again, guys, because I have to, like remember what happened in each movie. But I remember some things that happened in this movie. I still have some of the images in my head. There's some, interesting bonds between a horse and a man he meets, and it's very interesting. Or is it the man's horse? See, I can't even remember, guys. But I do remember absolutely loving this movie. It's fully narrated. There's only some bits of dialogue. The horse obviously doesn't talk. If it did talk, it would be so weird. But it's really great. The animation is breathtaking. This is probably a film that also, if you love Hans Zimmer's score, you'll love this movie too. I don't really find the score like that, or like like intense, like jaw dropping or amazing, like well, not jaw dropping, like amazing, like some of his other movies, especially the Dark Knight movies and Nolan movies. But this movie, I don't think it's an underrated score. I think it's like below average for what he does for me. Um, there is one song that you'll probably like in this movie. I think it's called My Brother Under the Sun or something like that. But it's a really damn good movie, guys. So yeah, highly check it out. This is probably one of DreamWorks' most underrated films. So yeah, and it's also 2D animated. So yeah, that's a bonus. So if you don't like 3D animation nowadays, nothing like watching a good old 2D animated movie. And How to Train Your Dragon 2 is 3D animated, of course, because it came out like 2014. So yeah. Alright, coming in number 8, yet another DreamWorks movie. DreamWorks is just dominating this list so far. So you can tell I love DreamWorks. But there are some other movies to come from other studios. So coming in number 8 is Kung Fu Panda. Well, at number 8, okay, I'm not going to say coming in at number 8, coming in at number blah 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 from now on, because I feel like I'm copying. But anyway, at number 8 we have Kung Fu Panda 2. This movie came out in 2011. Oh yeah, Spirit came out in 2003 or 2, I believe. Yeah, early 2000s. This movie I know came out in 2011, the same year as Cars 2, same year as bunch of superhero movies, even some disappointing ones. Green Lantern. I'm sorry if you actually like that movie, guys. I haven't seen it, so yeah, but I've heard it's just terrible. But this movie, Kung Fu Panda 2, is just amazing. This is like How to Train Your Dragon 2. Stuff about family, emotion. It's more exciting. There's a legit like journey, like adventure in this one, slightly more than the first one. The first one was just like, not to be rude or anything to the film, but it felt like Karate Kid, but in like animation. Like there's parts where it feels like it's similar, like the training and all type of stuff. But however, just add brilliant action sequences and animation and a cool villain, and yeah, the villain in this movie is not as menacing as the first one. He's just more like, I think this guy's more smarter. And for those of you who don't know, Gary Oldman, I believe, voices the villain in this movie. He was great as the peacock. Forgot his name even. I know the first guy's name, Tai Wang or something like that. Yeah, but Paul in this movie, Jack Black, of course, great as Paul. I haven't seen the number 3, which came out, Kung Fu Panda 3, which came out 2016, so I'm a bit behind, but yeah, again, I'm hoping I can review this movie soon, or maybe in the next couple of years, whenever I get the chance to. So yeah, but Kung Fu Panda 2 is a very emotional film. It's very thought-provoking at some points. You will probably cry if you can't take it, guys. This is like How to Train Your Dragon 2, like I said, stuff about family, and I'm repeating the same thing I said before, which is not good, but yeah, I have to just say it. And again, animation is great from DreamWorks, and it's 3D animated, so yeah. This is probably one of my favorite DreamWorks sequels of all time. Well, this and How to Train Dragon 2. Alright, coming in on, at number 7. Oh, I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm sorry. At number 7, we have It's Treasure Planet. This movie, wow. I think I've seen this movie like 2 or 3 times, and I haven't seen this movie for so many years, guys. I have to rewatch this one again. This is one I should definitely rewatch. This movie I saw in school for the first time, and I was blown away by it. The animation is breathtaking. The songs are great. The characters are great. This is like Treasure Island, which if you haven't read the book, which we actually had to study in school, I remember, like when I was in grade 7 for us, it's year 7, the first year of high school for us in Australia, when you're like 12 or 13 or whatever, however old you are. That's how we go in Australia. Yeah. But anyway, this movie is great because of how innovative it is. Like it takes a story and makes it like its own thing. Like again, it's based off Treasure Island, but it's its own spin on it. And there's a scene where you see the camera like moves in and you see the moon, and it's actually a planet, and it is breathtaking, guys. That scene is amazing. That's one of my favorite animated scenes of all time. I just love that scene so much. I mean, and of course the characters are great. I forgot the characters' names in these movies too. I feel so bad because I haven't seen this movie for so long. I remember Hiccup and Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, of course, and Spirit, I forgot the guy's name, which is sad. Paul, I remember, because Kung Fu Panda is more popular than some of these movies. If this list was called most underrated animated movies list of all time, in my opinion, it would have been like a lot more understandable, because I'm putting some underrated ones here. Like Treasure Planet is so underrated. I think not many people talk about it. It's great. I don't know why people hate this movie, I mean, maybe it's because Disney was like just doing whatever in the early 2000s, but 2D animation in this movie in particular is great. I haven't seen the other movie that's similar to this, Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and all that. I want the Treasure Planet too. Actually, I don't mind it. It's great fun. This movie. I have to check it out again. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure just Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually voices the main guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right. Coming in number 6 is The Incredibles. Yes, who does not love The Incredibles? This is one we can all agree on together, guys, because this is a fantastic film. Great action sequences. My God, the humor in this movie is on point. And the voice cast, Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Samuel L. Jackson, guys. Who would have thought he would have been a great addition to this movie? Everyone else in this movie. In the second one, you got other people like Bob Odenkirk and all that type of stuff. I won't give any spoilers away if you haven't seen the second one yet. It's not as good as the first one. I love this movie so much. I watched it a few months before watching the first one. I think it was a month or two. I can't remember. But anyway, whenever I saw it this year, it was so good. It's still as good as I remember it. My brother, I remember, used to love watching this movie so much in the car because our car actually has a CD player, and that's kind of cool. So yeah, but when we're going on long distances, and he would always watch this movie. But I'm not going to talk about him because he can talk about that himself. But this movie, The Incredibles, is great. The humor is great, action is great, animation is great, voice cast is great. I should say voice acting is great. The villain Syndrome, one of my favorite Pixar villains of all time. Yeah, he's just a lot of fun. Actually, because you know what, Incredibles is the only Pixar movie on this list, believe it or not. I'm gonna go out there and say Syndrome is my favorite Pixar villain of all time. Him, Randall, Lotso, and I don't know who else. Maybe Zeg, honorable mention. I don't know. Yeah. But still, Incredibles, great fun. Alright, number 5 for me is a movie that I absolutely love. I got a t-shirt for this movie, and Jack Skellington is my favorite character. One of my favorite Disney characters, and it is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Wow, this movie is amazing. I've seen this movie once only, like back in 2014. I can't remember, but this movie, wow, the animation is great. I love the songs in this movie. I can sing the first few lines of what's this, but I'm not doing it now, guys. No, I am not doing it now. I love the movie. Jack Skellington, like I said, is one of my favorite Disney characters. Again, a very underrated movie. For those of you who love this movie, you know what I'm talking about. The songs are great. Danny Elfman, wow, he's great in this movie. If you want to hear how Danny Elfman sings and voices a character at the same time, because he actually did, believe it or not, voice Jack Skellington, he was great in this movie. And I want to see this movie in 3D, because this is one of those rare movies that they made in 3D. They added 3D to this movie because it was re-released in 3D. So yeah, but I absolutely love it. The songs, like I said, the songs are great. What's this? It's great. This is Halloween. And it's an interesting story. It's again not a very long film. It's like 70 something minutes long, so you can get it done fairly quickly. Tim Burton produced it, and Tim Burton's name is all over it. The quirky gothic style to this movie, and Jack Skellington, again, love that character so much. So yeah, okay, now number 4, we're almost coming to the top 3, guys. I'll talk about why I said top 3, because there's something I should have told you at the start of the video. So yeah, but at number 4, I'm going to tell you guys about this movie, and that is The Prince of Egypt. If you haven't seen The Prince of Egypt, what are you doing? This movie came out actually 20 years ago. I believe this is his 20th anniversary this year, guys. For this film, I don't know, maybe this year or 1997, maybe last year, I don't know. But anyway, late 90s this movie came out. It is great. Such a great voice cast in this movie. I mean, there are so many great people. Just to name like 3 or 4 people: Sandra Bullock, Michelle Pfeiffer, Val Kilmer, Ralph Fiennes. Everyone in this movie is great. Martin Short, Steve Martin, I believe, yes. They're also great in this movie. If you ever wanted Voldemort to voice Ramses, if you ever thought of that as like a dream, like wouldn't it be cool if Voldemort voice Ramses, like Ralph Fiennes voice Ramses? This is the movie, guys. I mean, if Ralph Fiennes was Ramses in Exodus, Gods and Kings, it would be a whole lot more better for people. But we can talk about that movie another day. But this movie, wow, songs are so good. Music is great. This is one of my favorite Hans Zimmer scores. Again, probably one that's underrated. Well, not again, but this is one that's underrated for his movies. He's done quite a few animated movies. He's actually done Kung Fu Panda, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he's done quite a few DreamWorks. But this one, yes, it is DreamWorks. It's 2D animated. One of the earlier films before Shrek came up, before that movie dominated cinema. This movie, wow, great stuff, guys. Great stuff. This is a great holiday-ish type of movie because like it came out like at the end of the year, I'm pretty sure, and it's quite a long movie actually. It's like what 90 or something minutes long, 100 something minutes long, but still, if you want to see a great animated movie, this is one I highly recommend it. The animation's great. The templating is great. The songs are so good in this movie. Yeah, I think I've seen this movie quite a few times. So yeah, this one I can say that I've seen so many times here, but I absolutely love it. Alright, this list is almost up to 17 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to speed things up a bit, guys, but thanks for sticking with me for like the first almost 17 minutes of this video. So yeah, but anyway, this next three films, 3, 2, 1, my top 3 favorite anime movies of all time, are actually taken directly from my favorite movies of all time list. So yeah, so you'll probably know the order. So I'm not gonna talk about these movies too much, just only a bit for them. So yeah, so number 3 we have The Lion King. I've already said what I said in my previous video where I talked about this. This was actually my number 10 on that list. Now it's not, so it's been taken off. Another movie, the movie High has been pushed down to number 10 because I have a new number 5 now, which is pretty crazy because the movie I said that I saw at the start of the video 3 weeks ago has actually made it onto my list. That's only one movie, guys, so who knows how many more movies that I haven't seen and have to catch up on could be added to this list. Probably dozens. Who knows, maybe my whole list will change. Anyway, yeah, Lion King, what do I have to say about this? Hans Zimmer score is great, songs are great, characters are great, everything's just great about this movie. James L. Jones, Jeremy Irons, everyone's so damn good in this movie. I love Lion King. We all do love Lion King. We can't wait to see Lion King next year from Jon Favreau. It's so good. Enough said. Yeah. Alright, number 2, Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Again, what I have to say about this movie, animation is great, action scenes are great, voice cast is great, voice acting is great, characters are great. So many great DC characters, Batman, Superman, Joker, Robin, Alfred. There's a fight between two great DC characters, which I won't spoil if you haven't seen or read the graphic novel. They're both great. I feel like the graphic novel's better, I think. Yeah, I'm more of a movie guy when it comes to these adaptations of characters, but because I've read it, I think it's better. Like, they miss out some stuff. They should have added into the movie, but they made the movie into 2 parts, which is fair, but I'm pretty sure they added everything, like, in this movie, so yeah, but anyway, it's so great. It's so great, this movie, so yeah. Alright, now, number 1 is The Adventures of Tintin. Again, what do I have to say about this movie that I haven't said before in my previous list? Again, if you haven't seen that list, you can go watch it. I talk more about these movies there. Great animation, great voice acting, Andy Serkis, Daniel Craig, Jamie Bell, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, I believe, yes, Nick Kroll, I think Nick Frost. Everyone in this movie is great. John Williams score, one of my favorite scores of his. Again, Jessica Zimmer's score for Prince of Egypt. This one's slightly underrated. I mean, it's a great score. I love it. Steven Spielberg made this movie. Peter Jackson produced it. You know it's already going to be great fun. It's a very underrated film. I'm waiting for the sequel. Please, Spielberg. I know you're busy with Indiana Jones 5 and whatever, but still make a freaking sequel. I said freaking, not the other word. So yeah. I love this movie. I don't know what else to say. It's just so great, guys. So yeah, so that's my top 10 favorite animated movies of all time. not as long as what I thought it was gonna be, because I had to speed things up just then towards the end, because I've already said the same thing in about these movies in my other video, my top 10 favorite movies list of all time, or what top 10 favorite movies of all time list. So yeah, go check that out if you want to. But yeah, so this was a fun list to talk about. Some of my personal favorites. A bunch of these movies have a special place in my heart, especially Lion King and Tintin, and yeah. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video, I should say, will actually be in September, in the next month, if not at the end of the year, because I got one more set of exams to do. If you never saw my latest movie review, which was for The Darkest Minds, I absolutely hated that film. Go talk about not go talk about, go watch me talk about it in that video. But yeah, well, until then, that's it, guys. I mean, Christopher Robin's gonna be the next movie I see, so I'm hoping that movie's better than The Darkest Minds. Oh my gosh, I'm still thinking about it. It was just terrible. So yeah, so there you have it, guys. That's my top 10 favorite animated movies of all time. What are your favorite animated movies of all time? Tell me in the comments below. Sorry there's not many of your favorites, guys. Again, I think these movies have a special place in my heart, guys. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, guys. This is Akil, and I'm signing out.